Is my mother my muse? She's down in the kitchen feeding the others. Is my mother the one who suffered the indescribable? Therefore I can't speak for her. Is she now with the sleeping boy? He must be 3, alone under a viaduct in Delhi. She doesn't come. She does. You don't, when I call your name. Is this my own attic? Is that why I'm calling out? Muse, failure. There is a little trouble in my eye. Hurt is the same for all, but manifests itself as rage in one and giggles in another. I cry because my tear is glass. One is a green bird with a black eye. One is a yellow bird with a red eye. One is a black bird with a blue eye. One is a brown bird with a golden eye. If you press the surface, there will be a song, each one different from the other. This is related to color. All but Paloma, as gray as the sky when the snow is against her. Irony, sincerity, iciness, sadness, style, method, goal. Oh, and then there's revolution and hallucinogen, until someone comes from outer space or nature goes insane. If all the elements are in place but one that never fit anyway, and stays apart from the whole without a name or slot for it, what will it be? It will be a question. Is he coming today? No, go back to sleep. And this is for Tom Rayworth. Who were all those strangers I met in my sleep? Often they sat at wooden tables or in prison stalls and listened to my complaints. No questions asked, they never said much. But what good times we had. We knew how to live. We wandered promontories in a town that folded down into trams and plazas. We stood side by side as if we were one thing. I didn't want the last word, but who could say goodbye if it wasn't me, who had a name for everything under the sun? And this is from when I was here in 2005. Mirrors and tropical fish, Beamish, a beautiful toilet where one fish eats the other in order to stay alone, I guess. At the Christian Brothers School, a courtyard turns everything to stone. Male choir room and then space, tables, books by poets, handmade in some cases. The poets are their own audience because poetry is a science. And then the last one in this set I'll read is, I have humiliated myself so I can participate in the city. I have smothered my own cries in order to survive. I have tied myself down to the number system so I can disappear into the stream of the economy. Whenever an old woman is seen going into a dark forest with 2 children, you know they are escaping. They're not dying. Why else would they be so bright of eye? And that's a lot of those are 14 lines long, so that gives them some kind of a genre qualification. Now I'm just going to read a few from my book, The Lyrics, which just came out a few weeks ago, actually just before I came here to Ireland. And I'm just going to dive right in. I'll read one little set from this section, which is called, I don't even remember, 40 Days. When donkeys traveled without glancing to the side, long-lashed and buckled inside their own hide, when they brayed for joy into the gray industrial clouds, and the cows replied, like balloons deflating into moos, the strain on the immaculate heart was as grave as it could get. Awful pity to be so blessed as to pound for happiness. Near a bombed post office in a kind of Dublin, The rain began autumn and a day. All fell flat on the tracks. The rest was dry from draining, while walls were axed by the torrential pain. The Sacred Heart was here observed for study. Things mean things. Not just in books one looks, one pries, and one is ignorant, but also in the reader's mind. Give me my shawl, my corkscrew, and my cloth bag. Give me my hot water bottle and my book. Give me my stick and my water, one shoe for walking and one to dance. No stability, thirst, the will to keep moving, an instrument's heat. Bald mountains and a spider that was a leaf. The scheme is organic, it knows itself.